Good morning, and welcome to This Space Left Intentionally Spooky. My name is Benjamin Octopus, and these are my picks for which costumes from Costume Quest I want to see on the dance floor. Coming in tied for 12th, it's the Knight/the Vampire. These two share a spot because for the vast majority of their time, they're just standing there. Not technically abstaining, which is why the Grubbin costume gets no love from me, but neither are they moving in any kind of rhythmic sequence. Attendance is important. Participation is really what I'm looking for. Number 11, the Black Cat. The cat also does a lot of standing there, and they just kind of make biscuits and plop down at the end of each fight. Why do they rank higher than the last two non-dancers? I don't know, I just love a black cat, and if I saw a kitty trotting onto the dance floor, I'd probably go out and follow it. Not to dance, you don't want to startle it, but just to see if it's up for some consensual pets. Number 10, the Pirate. Our final entry in the Stands There Brigade, and they live up to the name, but their winning battle animation shows them removing hat, bowing, being showered with roses, which feels performative, I guess. So I feel like it's dancing adjacent. It's enough to put them slightly further than two basalt pillars and a domesticated cat. Number 9, the French fries. It's a big scuttling monstrosity, and ordinarily I would say that doesn't do it for me. But no one is immune to propaganda, and that goes triple for the allure of sliced potatoes that have bathed in hot oil and been kissed with a touch of salt. Plus it does like a little crabby pinch and sway kind of move when you win. We're officially in actually gonna dance territory. Number 8, the Eyeball. Big frenetic energy from this one. They're definitely bringing some predetermined moves to the function and unintentionally increasing their tempo beyond the beat of the song. But, folks, we gotta get better as a society at encouraging those whose earnest efforts outstrip their skill sets. You can't really teach someone who doesn't care, but you can teach someone who brings their own enthusiasm, and this little guy is trying their best. Number 7, the Unicorn. This goes out to all the dancers who are not attempting any exceptional choreography, but who are so conventionally attractive that simply choosing to move to the beat rather than wallflowering is enough to win the hearts and minds of everybody in the building. Admittedly, not very impressive at dancing. They're more about that prancing. And admittedly, they are far too beautiful for me to hold that against them. Number 6, the Yeti. The year was 1992, and House of Pain instructed us to jump around. The mission is very clear. Employ muscle contractions and muscle extensions to lift yourself off of the ground, and then repeat it more than once. And by virtue of their abominable armor move, the Yeti has achieved this, so the Yeti gets a pass. Number 5, the Ninja. Look, if you can do a front flip, you're good to go. But they're taking 4 on the floor a little too literally with this crouching stance of theirs. It's not that I have a single doubt as to their dexterity. I don't think I'd get within a mile of stepping on fingers or toes, but just seeing them splayed out like that is giving me anticipatory anxiety. They'd be a delight to watch dance and a liability to dance with. Number 4, the Space Warrior. They can also do a front flip, but they can do it in midair, and I come from the Fatboy Slim's Weapon of Choice music video school of thought, where bonus points are added for levitation. Just not a lot of bonus points. If they could get anywhere near Christopher Walken levels of dance when their toes touch the ground, they would rank much higher. Number 3, the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty's go-to dance move is striking a pose. And for those who would snub or belittle such a technique, let me remind you that voguing has existed since at least the 80s and has been a household term since the 90s. You got a problem with that? You take it up with Madonna at your own peril. Number 2, the Pumpkin. Heaven knows I'm biased towards folks who have an inanimate object where their head's supposed to be. But childhood Oz heroes notwithstanding, the Pumpkin does a little jig at the end of a victorious combat. And if we've learned anything from BG3's Karlach, it's that doing a little jig now and then means the world. Not everything has to be high stakes, dance duels, mirror ball trophies, etc. Just some coordinated limbs and a bit of whimsy to go with it. You'll love to see it. And my number one pick for which Costume Quest costume I want to see on the dance floor is the robot. Yes, I know, I get it. It's right there in the name. But if we look beyond the eponymous dance move, the robot costume actually stunts a little bit at the end of combat by executing a brief, stylish sequence of body isolations. A modern machine requires modern techniques, and I believe this also applies to dance. That being said, if and when Daft Punk ends up reuniting, I want to see this bad boy on stage with them. Stat.